Hey guys, it's Zoe. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a pretty serious video. I'm not wearing any makeup. My hair is messy. I just wanted to be real with you guys. So today's video is about something that had a pretty big influence in my life in my early adult years. And so today I will be talking about my anorexia story. So when I was about 18 years old, this was my senior year of high school, and I had everything going for me. Everything was going great. I was on my way to graduating high school, and things were great. But the thing that topped it off was I finally got to date my high school sweetheart. And I was just really happy because I liked this guy for a really long time, and we were finally able to admit to each other that we liked each other, and we became boyfriend and girlfriend. When we first started dating, things were a little bit strange. He would oftentimes choose his friends over me, or social outings or events that would give you status kind of over me. And I thought, oh, he's just too shy to be around me. It's fine. It's whatever. But then I started noticing my other friends that were dating, that they were holding hands and they were hugging, and that they would kiss each other on the cheek or just give them small kisses or whatever. And me and my boyfriend, we didn't do that. And I was like, huh, okay, well, this is just a little bit strange. I don't really understand what's going on. And then there was this one day where he came into our first period class together. He brought in a poster of his sister, and she was a hard rock model. And she had perfect hair, and her makeup was on point, and she was just a really beautiful body type. And when he showed his friends and stuff, now that I look back on it, I thought that was kind of strange because it was his sister. But I don't know. I don't know, maybe he was just really proud of her for getting to that level of her modeling career or whatever. But he showed everybody this poster of her, and it finally clicked in my head. I was like, wow, he's so proud of her, and he's so happy for her because she's really, really skinny. And it just made sense in my head that I was like, oh, well, he's not hugging me or holding my hand or anything like this. And then at school, he shows this poster of this beautiful woman that he's so proud of. And I'm like, I know exactly what I need to do now. That started the road to very, very bad behaviors. I was on my way to earning my black belt in Taekwondo. And this went from normal training to obsessive. And I just took working out very, very seriously. And I went above and beyond my training. And now this has no shade to my previous martial arts instructors. You guys did not do anything for me to entice this bad habit. But I just wanted to show him that I was the best, and that I was the skinniest and prettiest. And this got pretty bad. I don't think I told many people this, but I remember working out at home that I remember getting up off the floor from doing sit-ups, and I would just collapse on the floor. I did not have any more energy in me because I wasn't feeding myself. Now, the way I ate when I began this bad habit, I remember eating only one meal a day, and that was to eat lunch with everybody at school so nobody could catch on. Okay, yeah, catch on. I was literally a walking skeleton. But I would only eat one meal a day, and that was at lunchtime, so nobody could really figure out what all I was doing. And what I would eat would be a little container, a little cup of yogurt and a couple of strawberries. Or I would do a piece of bread with peanut butter, and I would fold it in half and then have a couple of strawberries and then drink a bunch of water. But that was my only meal for the day that I would eat. And I remember this part right here was so messed up. I remember my family, we went to Cheesecake Factory. This is actually kind of gross now that I think of it. And of course I got a slice of cheesecake, so because everybody else did it, so I could appease them and like not give them any weird ideas or anything. But they didn't know that I kept that piece of cheesecake in the freezer in the back porch for like a month. Yeah. And there were days where I would do exceptionally well, or like I would work out really, really hard and then not eat anything that day, and then I would go in the freezer and I would take a bite of that cheesecake like, oh yes, you deserve this because you didn't eat anything all day and you were like working out like crazy. So things went on. I got skinnier and smaller, but the relationship didn't really change. Like he still wasn't really showing me like all that much affection. You know, I just wanted like to hold hands or like have a hug or, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, he just wasn't showing affection and or attention to me. Like he would find ways to hang out with other people than hang out with me. Like there was this one time where we were hanging out at his place and we were watching a movie and he was like, yeah, I gotta go to a party because it's only, you know, it's only gonna be guys there and girls aren't allowed. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go home. And so my mom picked me up and I found out that there were other popular girls at the party. And I guess like I wasn't popular enough in his eyes to be there. So yeah, and there was another instance where we went to the beach together with a whole bunch of friends, and he was like, oh man, I gotta get to this other like social gathering or whatever. And I was like, okay, well maybe I can go with you to there until my mom can pick me up. And he was like, no. So he dropped me off at his house, like, and he left me at his like driveway and just drove off. So he left me alone on his driveway and went off to the next party while my mom went to go pick me up. So yeah, around graduation time and my black belt testing, such perfect timing. Like he was like Prince Charming, knew exactly when to act upon. He dumped me. He didn't want me to be his girlfriend anymore because he said that he wanted to focus on college. And that really crushed me because I tried really, really hard for him to like me because I really, really liked him. And it was really rough. And then graduation happened, which graduation was absolutely horrible. So after graduation, a few weeks later, I got some information that like totally rocked my world. I found out that the gentleman that I was dating, from one of his best friends told me, because we were friends too, that he was gay. And I was more or less his cover-up. And this is the part right here where I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad. At the time, I felt bad for me. That this individual, that we were good friends to the point where he could not approach me and say, hey, I don't really know what I am. I don't know if I like girls or guys. Maybe we can try dating if things don't work out. I'm sorry, would you want to try dating? And I would have been like, yeah, that's fine. If you don't know, you don't know. I just really would appreciate honesty. And because of this person's lie, I have messed up my health probably for the rest of my life. I have, TMI, my menstrual cycles are incredibly irregular. That's what happens when you are anorexic. Your cycles are messed up and it can cause you to become infertile. So this potential occurrence might have robbed me from having future children. And it's just very sad that this person just was dishonest with me, and because of that, it caused me to wreck my health. Now I'm saying we are all responsible for each other's actions, but I'm just saying, like, his actions very much heavily influenced what I did. Yeah, this was pretty traumatic for me. It caused me to spend hundreds of dollars on therapy because of just the whole self-image issue that I had and overcoming the anorexia. And also for a long time when I was dating, I couldn't trust people because I thought people were lying to me. It was just very difficult. But I have been on a better path with my mental health, and I am no longer anorexic. I still have those ideas that float around in my head. They always will, but I've been on the path to a healthier life. And another thing, people who know me and who know this story, I would greatly appreciate it if you would keep names anonymous, so that way there's nobody feels weird or like, oh, I know exactly who this person is talking about. Like, let's just keep everything anonymous. The reason of me telling this story is to not let other people or a guy or a girl dictate your health, because you are beautiful in your own way, and that if a guy or a girl doesn't like you, then you don't need to be dating them. You don't need to be around them. You don't need to be risking your health for a boy to like you. So yeah, that is my story. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is one of the harder videos that I've had to film, but it was something that was laying heavy on my heart, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So go ahead and like and subscribe if you like what you see, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye.